Yo, welcome to Shane's Take. I'm your host, Shane Norman, and today we're going to be going over the NFC South, their free agency, as well as their draft, and where I see them finishing within a division. This is an exciting division to talk about just because of what some of the teams were able to do in the offseason, and then I have questions about some of the other teams in this division. But first, I want to talk about the Carolina Panthers because I think they had a good offseason. It wasn't the best in their division, but they had a hell of an offseason. They lost DJ Moore. They were able to go up and get Bryce Young with the first pick. Obviously, that's who they wanted. Then they picked up Adam Thielen, Miles Sanders, DJ Chark. Adam Thielen being a wide receiver out of Minnesota, DJ Chark from Detroit, and Miles Sanders from Philly. One of my favorite pickups that they made, because I think they have a pretty good defense and a damn good secondary when healthy, is Vaughn Bell, the safety out of Cincinnati. They also got Hayden Hurst at tight end. So I think they're building something there. But like I said, they went and got Bryce Young with the first pick. They got Jonathan Mingo out of Ole Miss with the number 2 with in the second round. And he looked pretty good. He looked raw. But he's a big guy. So I'm interested to see how he ends up panning out. Now, I would give them a B in the totality of their offseason thus far. But I digress. We'll move on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Man, they didn't really do too much in the off. I mean, they did a lot. They lost a lot. They lost Leonard Fournette, Scotty Miller, Sean Murphy-Bunting, Cameron Brate. They got Chase Edmonds, Baker Mayfield. It's pretty much your notables. Maybe Matt Fielder as far as like a offensive lineman, but they did go and get Kalijah Kancey, which that'll be an interesting look next to Vita Vea, the D tackle out of Pittsburgh. And they got Cody Mock out of North Dakota State, an offensive tackle. And then Yaya Diaby, edge rusher out of Louisville. So I guess they addressed needs in their draft. I wouldn't say that they had a bad draft, but I give them a C plus. Idealistically, well, not even idealistically, just pretty much they're going into the season with Baker Mayfield as their starter, and I don't know what that's gonna be. Honestly, I don't know. It could be great with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, or it could not be. But that's hard to project just to go off of what I've seen. I don't see it going too great. But on to the next team, man. The New Orleans Saints, who I think they're interesting. I think they did well not only in the offseason, but in the draft for them. I think they went and addressed their needs early in the draft with Brian Brees, a D tackle out of Clemson. They got Isaiah Foskey, edge rusher out of Notre Dame. And then they got Keandre Miller, running back out of TCU. They got Derek Carr there. They ended up picking him up in free agency. I like the Jonathan Abram pickup at safety, and as well as Jamal Williams at running back out of Detroit. But Derek Carr in New Orleans, I like what they got in Chris Olave, but I just don't know. We haven't seen a healthy Michael Thomas, and I don't think that version of him is. I'm not sure. I don't want to speculate, but considering that he's there, maybe. But all in all, I'll give them a C plus. But they do have a very good core with Demario Davis, Cam Jordan, Tyrann Mathieu, Marcus Lattimore. So they have the ability to have a really good defense. So I'm interested to see. I mean, they got Alvin Kamara. I don't know if he's going to miss time or not. I don't like to get into players' legalities, but that team, it's a lot going on there. I have to see more of them on paper, but they have what it takes. I mean, if you look at them on paper, I would have to see them on the field. But moving on to the most impressive team to me in the free agency, and that would be the Atlanta Hawks, the Atlanta Falcons. Excuse me. So they completely killed the offseason. I mean, it is impressive what they did. They went and got Bud Dupree, which some people aren't high on him, but I think that if you're not relying on him to carry your defense, he's good. He's a good piece to have. He's an edge rusher. They went and got Jesse Bates, the other safety out of Cincinnati. They went and got Jonnu Smith at tight end, just in case Kyle Pitts gets hurt. Then they got Calais Campbell, Taylor Heineke, who can compete for that starting quarterback job. Then they got Jeff Okudah, cornerback out of Detroit, who I really like, as well as Mike Hughes. They got Trey Flowers, another corner. They got Matt Collins, a wide receiver out of Vegas. They got Scotty Miller, wide receiver. So that they did a lot, man. I like what they did. Then they went and got Bijan Robinson. So that just let me know that they're going to be dedicated to the run and running tight bunch sets and confusing defenses. But they're going to punch you in the mouth with Cordell Patterson and Bijan Robinson. That's going to be scary. And then they went and got Matthew Bergeron, offensive tackle out of Syracuse. Then they got an edge rusher out of Ohio State and Zach Harrison. So I think I'll give them an A. I think they killed it. I think they have the potential to win that division. So we'll start at the top this time. I think Atlanta is your 1 seed. I think Carolina will be your number 2 team. New Orleans. You know what? I'm going to say New Orleans is the number 2 team in this division. And the reason for that is I think Derek Carr will do better than people think. And he might win this team some games in this division. But then we'll go Carolina. It's hard to bet against Carolina though. But we'll go Carolina at the 3rd. And then I don't see it working out in Tampa, man. I see it being more of a likelihood. I think it would have made more sense if Derek Carr went to Tampa, to be honest. That would have made more sense to me if I'm the Buccaneers, but maybe the money didn't make sense. But I don't know, weird division. But let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's a toss-up after Atlanta to me. But I think with Bryce Young being so young at quarter, like being a rookie, and Carolina isn't exactly strong at the wide receiver position right now. They are capable at the wide receiver position, but they're not dominating secondaries. And I think that Bryce Young him being a rookie and having that inexperience, it's going to be tough when your guys aren't getting 3 yards of separation, 2 yards, So I'm interested to see how that pans out. But I got Atlanta 1, New Orleans 2, Carolina 3, Tampa 4. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is Shane's Take, man. Y'all have a good one.